Hating your oppressor is the only way to free yourself. Bear with me. If you love your oppressor, this leads you to being assimilated. You breed with your oppressor. Or you breed with those who do not have the power to overthrow your oppressor. As you merge, RNA and gene expression means you become your oppressor. Your oppressor, first and foremost, owes his redemption to the martial artists that he unfairly killed and screened out. If they don't have a representative, then this book is correct. The West sees this way as well. Then abandon all hope, ye who enter the corporate worldly world that the West has forced on everyone. Abandon all hope. You are in hell. You are in the West's inferno. Okay? And they are controlling this bunch of naked people who are being devoured, spiritually and otherwise. Just like Apep devouring the sunboat of Ra, you are being consumed by the enemy. I am the son of the true idea of God. Right? Once you define God accurately, you see exactly why there's all these deities and all this confusion. The idea of the martial arts spirit that seeks to marshal man. The idea of a royal bloodline, right, that was divinely appointed through martial arts, through righteous men, okay, to order society. And all those who aren't being ordered by this line are not being ordered by God, but by those in rebellion against this obvious idea that even primitive man understood. Understand the stages of man. Man went from a primitive being, and then martial artists started developing weapons and tactics to get him to naturally fall in line. Eventually, Egypt represents this idea, whether Narmer is the true bloodline or not, but the idea is sound. Horus, son of Ra, the ability to move effectively, to outmaneuver the lion, to outmaneuver the bull, the hippo, the wolf, okay, the mountain lion. In terms of human war arts or martial arts, do any other animal have a chance against an animal that moves as fast as the falcon? What about the falcon mixed with the hare, the jackrabbit moving from side to side, right? Mixed with the mixed with the leopard, okay? The leopard is a sovereign, according to Shaka Zulu and the leopard societies of Africa. Okay, he's a sovereign. He has master tactics, strategy, speed, and physical contact, as they said in the movie Shaka Zulu. These ideas are sound. I don't care if a baby uttered them as their first words while being in a movie. Okay, this idea is true. Once you're presented with the truth, who turns their back on it? They who turn their back on moral truths are evil. It's very simple. I am Horus, son of Ra, and there is nobody to make it up to after I'm gone. And the fact that I say that overkills my point. Nobody can redeem you because you can't make it up to that person. You can't make it up to the idea of me because there is no one else who embodies the idea of who I am. There are just thieves and survivors and whores that rode the beast, so to speak, okay, who have created offspring, who have come from the bloodlines of those who didn't stand with me. God has gone so far as to show that, hey, it is not enough to stand with this person. This person has to either appoint you in a natural state of mind, okay, no mind control, no garbage, okay, and appoint you in preferably marrying this person's daughter, okay, or to be the offspring of this person. And you know them by their works. You also know them by what time period you're living in. If you're living in a time where it is a walk in the park to get people to team up against someone like me and start doing mind control them and drug them and use technology, okay, it doesn't take a genius to say that, hey, it should have never got to this point. The point we are in society gives away that it is over. Okay? There is no way around it. Technology overtakes humanity. There is no coming back from that. I have been sabotaged by people who are fighting for honor in terms of reputation, whereas fighting for honor in terms of honoring the Spirit of God. They are honoring the spirit of their neo-colonialist forefathers and the token minorities they helped them rape and kill and push little kids' butts. Okay? I'm fighting for honor in terms of the Spirit of God that despises them for their snaking, right? Their cheating, They're trying to cheat me out of my rightful place in the admiration of women. They're snaking. They are snakes. And that ancient serpent is the evolution of the ancient idea of snaking Horus, son of Ra. That's why Apep is a gigantic snake that swallows the spirit of God metaphorically, right? When he kills the point in which God's spirit comes in the world, he destroys the spirit of God. So why would God favor the children of people who sat there and did not submit themselves to his son, the logical way to serve him, when it is crystal clear that we are at the end of religion? And if they did not see it, why would God bring forth the child of the spiritually blind? It doesn't take a genius to see that I'm right. God always used martial arts to communicate to man. He always used nature and the spirit within. And this was a marshaling force. Martial, even in their own language, means to order. We don't see the church addressing this point. Why not? It's the elephant in the room. Because they know that I'm right. They even depict angels as a variation of martial artists. Wings instead of being able to jump high like a leopard. Leopard. Draw O-L. The O is Ra's sun disk, right? Leo as the lion. Why isn't the lion spelled as the leopard with a Leo in it? Why is it spelled lie on? Lie. Because the lie is the lion. Okay? Leo is the true martial art animal to martial. Is how much you roar make you the king of the jungle? Or does the embodiment of the principles of martial arts that got people to come together as tribes effectively what embodies the principle of being the king of the jungle? The leopard is the king of kings when it comes to lions. And I am the king of kings and the only place God's spirit comes into this world. Do not confuse how you feel when you're reaching out to God. The chemical processes of your mind that are similar to receiving the spirit, perhaps, but certainly it's not the same. Can your senses be tricked? Yes. When you apply sense, reason, and insight and the history of humanity, can it then be tricked? No. Not when you follow this line of thinking. This is why the mind control does not interfere with my true message. Either they submit, mind, body, and soul. Now, some women might say, well, why should we submit ourselves to your oppressor? You've submitted yourself to your own selfish stupidity and corporate rape cults. You've been doing, you wear their clothes. You're part of their culture. You wear their clothes in their spirit, mind you. Because obviously, I don't make my own clothes. So, it's either this or be naked. What do you think? So you do it their way. You have sex with them for your own never grew up immature stupidity. It is nothing for me to control your... Who are you? You are just another female. Should the ants complain when they are being marshaled, then why should you? Who are you to say that you should take control of your own body and determine the direction of humanity? You do not have the honor. You do not have the moral will and fortitude to take this powerful idea of the attractive woman who exerts so much power over men, who are helpless, it seems, to resist their seduction. You are exerting quite a bit of profound power over humanity. God naturally gave me power over you to keep that demonic worldly power in check, to allow children to connect to God. When you say, no, I will do it my way, you are saying no to God. When you say no, God says no. When you say yes, God says yes. And not with your lips, but with your actions. Mankind collectively has said no to God by not submitting to God through me. So after I'm gone, when it says, can we connect you now? The answer is no. You have said no. Mankind has the power to wipe themselves extinct. That by itself proves that he has the power to cut himself off from God in the flesh. He can cut. Every person has the power to kill themselves. Man can be wiped out. They have the power to wipe themselves out. That's a way to say no to God. There's only one small step in logic to the idea that we've said no to his son, and there's no one we can redeem ourselves to after he's gone. How are you going to make it up to the guy who's supposed to lead you? How are you going to make it up to me? That's why it's sealed. In the story of the Bible, I represent the idea of Jesus coming back. Sealed. Because all you see is all. All pan. Pan means all, meaning all the Greco-Roman deities. All the Greek deities. All the Greek deities and myths. All you see is all the traitors. That's why it's sealed. All you can sow is the traitor's seed. All you can see is the tree of knowledge, right? They know the ledge and they wipe me out anyway. All you see is the bad tree. No bad tree can bear good fruit. You have nobody who can redeem you. No one who can interpret Scripture with the true spirit. No one who can make you right with God. It's such a no-brainer when you look at it. It's such a no-brainer. Can they possibly make a more powerful argument? What, by using the smear campaign against me? It's insane. They were sitting there twiddling their thumbs while all these magazines were like, look, we are controlling you bitches. We're controlling you through Facebook, smartphones. We're going to put chips in your fucking head. They were sitting there twiddling their thumbs like, okay, I'll do what you say. I'll listen to some pedophile preacher. You know? Who thinks that this children of that kind of stupidity could possibly connect to God? Not only can they not connect to God, they can't even connect to being wise. They are stupid.